Hey everybody, so this is a quick video about PowerDirector and video editing. These are the things I needed to do when I first got started with video editing, but it's really just how to add media files, how to cut down the videos, do some transitions, maybe some text and titles, and then there's a few other things that I wanted to add as well that kind of really help boost the quality of the video. So let's get started. Alright, so here we are in Power Studio right now. This is what it'll look like when I open up Power 365. But the first thing I want to do is add media files. And so what I do here is I'm actually in the media area right here. It's my media. This is where you're gonna drag and drop your files into your kind of like media library. I have a quick folder, different files. So I have video files plus picture file. I'm just gonna select these, and from there. These are just test little videos that I had from a recent vacation. And so just kind of do a quick little, little tip, kind of like a highlight video here. So that's all it takes for media files. And from kind of what you want to do from here is just drag again and drop into this first track here. And that's what I'm doing at this point here. I'm going to drag and drop a couple things. So that's one. That's a second file there. And then if you want to, because it's cut off right here or it's a little bit longer, if you want to shorten it, all I had to do is just click here, hold down my mouse button, and kind of expand it or contract it how you wish there. And then there's this second one here, this second thing here. You kind of hear as you move this here, it's going to move to the video file, but it's also you're going to get the volume of it too. What I like about this is it might be a little bit hard to see here, but you kind of see where like these little white lines go up. This is where there's the volume really kicks in from me talking, and then you kind of see into here as well. So that's how you add media files into this area, and then bring it down into when you finally want to edit here. So one thing that another foundational thing is cutting and trimming files. One thing here, I'm going to mute these files, and that's what you do right here. Track 1, it's going to mute everything as you kind of see what I'm doing here. And let's just say, for instance, that's all the footage I need. Once it spans out to the ocean here, I just want to cut it right where this red line is here. I'm just going to highlight there. You could either do this in two ways here. There's where the cursor is right here. I could either do Control T, and that's going to cut the file in half here, as you see, and I'll undo that. Then also another way you can do that is you right click and do split. So either way works. Let's say I don't want this file here. What I'm going to do is hit delete. And when it says delete, there's three options here. You can either leave gap. When you do that, it just leaves the gap. I'll undo that. I'll delete again. If you want to fill the gap, it'll move all the files over. And then the last one is if I hit delete, fill gap, move all clips. That's if, let's say I had a file down here in the second track. It's going to move that file here. So let's do this one and move all clips, and it moves this file as well. So that's a little basics as far as cutting and trimming. I'll just do this way. I want to remove this one here, and I'll just want to do, out of practice, I just usually do this one here. And then as I kind of go through here, splashes around, someone's in the video, and cut out. That's it. That's all I want. I want to cut it out, and Control T to trim this one here, and that's it. So one area, so that's cutting and trimming real quick. And then the third part here is the transitions. So you see I kind of go from ocean shot to this. If you want to make it look really cool, transitions are a nice way to like move from one scene to another. There's this area right here, transitions. And so there's a lot of transitions. You go through what's new, what you see here, popular, and it'll give you an idea what the transitions look like. Basic ones. So you have a lot of different type of transitions to look through. There's the camera one there. So let's see what the camera one looks like when I use it. And how I use it is if I want to select this one, I'll drag and drop it right between the two files. And then what you could also, so I'll show you what it looks like first. So beach or ocean scene to this one, really cool. I mean, make it longer or bigger. This is what I usually do. I usually have shorter transitions, so I'll go from this to this, and then I'll delete this out and I'll show you kind of one of my go-tos here. I believe it's under basic. And if you also are looking for a particular name, you know it, you do like fade. And so there's like these different ones here. But you see this one has a heart here. That's just my favorite. This is the one I like to use. And I'll just drag and drop it down, adjust it a little bit. And then you see my favorites up here. That's where my transition, so I only have one favorite transition. That's the fade here, classic fade. Go from here over to here. Yep. And I'll show you cut this down, make a little shorter video. Control T to trim it, and then remove this end part here. And then back to my media. And then I want to add an image file here. This image file, so a couple things with the image file, kind of going back to like adding the media file part is when you add a video file, like a picture here, there's going to see like a black border. How you want to trim this down, there's this right here, crop the selected image, and then go here, 16:9, that's what the screen size is right now. You want to make sure, and this is your preview area right here, so I'll go something like this and hit OK. And now it fits the whole screen. And then let's do another transition there. Something different than fade. So I'll hit in transitions. Maybe, let's see, do vacation. Nothing for vacation. Or airplane. There we go. This will be a fun one. So I'm just going to hit that right there. Okay, so that's what it looks like. There you go. And then the last part is the text and titles. If you wanted to do a title, there's this area right here. You know, if you go into popular here, you kind of see what's available. So all you have to do, you know, let's say I like this one. You know, first off, if you're new to it, it'll just download. And then go right here. And then how you edit it is when it's highlighted, just double click on it and this will pop up right here. And this is what the word is, right? Radiant. Instead I'll put Maui, or let me change it to all caps, Maui. And then you can change the color scheme. I like that color scheme there. And I'll just X out of that. And also drag and drop, so we kind of shorten the length of this here as well. And so this will appear like this. That's it. But let's see, it didn't trim down. So I'm just gonna go here, Control T, and then delete this part of the title out. So let's see what it looks like. And if you want to do like a subtitle, subtitles are right here. There's a few different methods of doing subtitles, but I usually just do create subtitles manually. If there's not if there's voice, I might do the AI text, speech to text, which is a great AI feature. It's able to auto detect your language or your speech and then convert it into the subtitles. But here, I'll do it manually, +, and let's put the location. So I'll put Maui Beach, exclamation point. You kind of see here that the subtitles right there. If you want to change it on the text, you could definitely change it on the text here. I'm not going to change anything, but you know, change the fonts, size, and if you want it to be universal, just hit apply to all, and it'll change all your subtitles to the same format here. So, and you can kind of also drag and drop this around. Subtitles are by default are just going to stay up here, and then you could also shorten it as well. You can also shorten it up here as well. So that's text to titles. Those are kind of the 4 things: add media file, trimming files, transitions, text and titles. And then bonus features. What I really like about the PowerDirector 365 is these overlays here. So one is if you're vlogging, you could do these different, like subscribe to my channel. I already have this downloaded, but let's say it's down here. And so as this moves over, there you go. That's a really cool one. One other thing we could do is also add music too. So let me find a quick track and we could add that to this as well. So I found a nice Hawaiian music track from the YouTube library, audio library. And so I'm just gonna drag and drop it over here. And I'm gonna, once it's up here, I'm gonna drag and drop into the editor right here and you kind of see what it sounds like. So you get a good idea. And so since this audio track is longer than the actual videos, what I usually do, you'll see kind of this little arrow right here, and I'll make sure the red line goes there, and that's where the video stops. That's when the music, where I want the music video to stop. So I'll hit Control T to trim it and delete. And there you go. There we have a video. And that's really how to do a quick, or the things you really need to know as far as editing a video, the really basic or foundational things. But hope you enjoy. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.